Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Infinity server. I hope you guys are having a good day. I have the Thaumcraft in my hand. I've been doing a little bit of research. I just got finished watching a video from TFC, and he went into great detail on a little bit about the stuff that we were working on last time, which was kind of like the Thaumcraft research, which, by the way, I'm a total noob, but he seems to know what he's doing, so that's pretty good. I also watched a stream from XB today, and he was flying around with a neat little contraption called the Belt of Flight. It's from a mod called Runic Dungeons, and you basically need a couple feathers and this advanced belt base. This is unfortunately made by Nether Store. So today I'd like to go to the Nether and kind of get this, because this is flight without a jetpack, and it's really cool. So what I learned from TFC's video today, if I'll look at the Thaumcraft, the next step of our research is this research expertise. Or we could go to this right here, which is the advanced node tapping as well, but I think the research expertise is kind of what we need. But upon inspection of what we actually need to go to there, we don't even have some of the primary aspects. We haven't discovered the primary aspects, I guess you could say, so we haven't scanned enough stuff yet. But basically what you want to do is you got to find out all of these primary aspects. So I'm going to scan quite a bit when we go to the Nether, right? But if we go to this aspects of magic, it kind of tells you about some of the building blocks for these. So for instance, AER, air, that's a primal aspect. Ordo is a primal aspect too, if we go a little bit further, and that's what we already have as part of the recipe. It looks like it comes from sand. If we hit some of the other ones, you'll see that we haven't scanned anything yet, but these things combine it. So air is a primal aspect. If we look at let's think about the things that we might get air. Oh, by the way, we got a present. I'll show you that in a minute. So air is what? That's like an aspect for what? An air shard, right? So let's see if we can get this aspect just by using this. We'll throw this on the ground. Boop. And now we'll pull out the thermometer and we'll scan the air shard. And it looks like we gained the research point for Vertius and 2 research points for air, and you can see that at the bottom right corner. Pretty neat. It looks like these shards are pretty useful. Let's take a water shard, a fire shard, an order shard, and an earth shard, and make sure that we have all the goodies for them, right? So we're gonna click that out. We're gonna scan that. Looks like we got that. Cool. Okay, we got the earth shard now. Let's throw that out. Scan that. Alright, looks like we gained a lot of stuff from that. Order shard. Nice. And the fire shard. Alright, so it looks like for most of the shards you can get a good amount of research. Now let's take a look at what we had earlier. We'll go into that research node. And it looks like we still haven't got what we need yet for these. These might be some compounds. So let's look at the stuff that we can make within that same book. We'll take on Thaumcraft and look at it. Let's look to see. Let's see, we have Terra, Vacuos, Venom. Kind of get familiar with the kind of stuff that we have. And let's look at the aspects of magic and see what kind of stuff we can combine. So do we have Herba? It doesn't look like we have Herba. Let's see. So it looks like we do have Presentio already. We don't have Potentia, which is Ordo and Ignis. So, or do we have Potentia? Let's look. We have Ignis. Oh yeah, we do have Potentia. Let's find something that we don't have actually. Oh no. Alright, so we do have that already as well. We have Vacuos. Oh, I see. It has a quantity of what we already have. Well, that's really handy. It looks like we have a little bit of all of this stuff. It doesn't look like we have any Herba, so that might be stuff that we have to scan. Let's see what we can get if we can scan anything. Looks like Michael's having a little bit of trouble. Let's check. Can we scan these seeds? Oh. So it doesn't look like we could scan the wheat. Ah, we did get herba. Okay, very good. So we can also... Oh, it looks like a spider doesn't want us doing research. Alright, dude. That's enough. Okay, so let's see. We got some wheat. Can we scan that? Looks like it. Oh, the experience orb is messing us up. Okay, it doesn't look like we need to study spirits for that. What about potatoes? Ah. Bad idea, it doesn't work. Yeah, that guy's asking if Michael needs help. It looks like he was getting into problem territory there. So I don't know how we get much more herba, but it looks like we do have a little bit. So taking one more look at this, and this is all the time I'm going to actually spend on this, guys, because most of it is just trial and error and getting through a lot of it. But you'll see that the more we go, like now we have herba, which is we can get from Terra and Victus. So if we look to see if we have Terra and Victus, we have Victus and Terra, and we can combine that. And there we go. We gain 1 research point for herba. So that's kind of the ways that we have to unlock different energies and stuff like that. So we'll have to do quite a bit of stuff like that. But I definitely want to get some stuff scanned when we go to the nether. Let's put this stuff up here. And we're going to head to the nether and see what kind of stuff we can drum up here. I'm thinking, oh, and by the way, XB left us a little gift. He keeps saying that he's going to leave us presents. For the longest time, he said he was going to leave us presents, but I live too far away. So now that I have the book back and forth to my base, he left me a Vis Stone, which is slowly recharges held wands. That's awesome. Very cool. I don't guess he's doing much of the Hermitcraft thing, and it's nice. These little mushrooms, too, give me nausea effect. I don't know what they're used for. Maybe I should have scanned them, huh? Can I scan this fish room? Let's see. Oh, it looks like I already did. Alright, I'm going to put these up before I head to the nether and see what we can get over here. Let's see, I'm guessing I should put that... I'll put it here with the good stuff. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. Okay, Thaumanomicon is up. This is all up. Very good. All right. Let's head on to the nether and see what kind of trouble we can get into. As soon as I put this up. And I'll pull out my air sigil. I was also getting some sand and stuff. Oh, I did forget to show y'all one thing. Check this out. Somebody in the comments last time mentioned that I should do some void pipes to void out my creosote, because the thing about the coke ovens is they can't produce when they're full of creosote. See how they have all of this creosote in there? When that fills up, it can't produce any more coal coke. It's like it's full, you know, so it won't move any further. So what you can do with these is pretty nifty. These are Stirling engines. You can make them pretty simple. It's old BIOMESOP stuff, but you can make them with gears, pistons, glass, and cobblestone. And you power them with redstone and fuel. So when I right click on them, it shows me that I have fuel. And using this engine, it can pump out of a wooden pipe and into a void pipe. And it basically just voids out the creosote as long as the engine pumps. So pretty simple setup. The pipes are very easy to make as well. You need just some regular pipe, some void pipe, which is redstone, glass, and black dye. And you need these things, which are pipe sealant. And pipe sealant's relatively easy to make too. You can make it out of beeswax, or you can cook cactus green. And that's what I was using for the cactus green. Anyway, let's head on to the nether and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Alright, you guys, I'm in the nether and I've been scanning stuff away. Like, almost all of this stuff, well, all of the regular stuff, like the netherrack, the hellbark, trees and the leaves, the mushrooms, some of the grass. I've been scanning all of this stuff. Even the nether quartz has given me a ton of different research aspects. And there's some dogs everywhere, but I know the nether fort is getting real close over there, so I'm kind of just going to scoot in and hopefully I can find... Oh, it looks like there's some of this. What are these? Duskberry bushes? Ah, can get research points from those. Very, very cool. It's a shame you can only do it once, but I'm getting so much research while I'm out here. It's like a whole different world. Anyway, let's see where we're at here. It looks like there's a gravestone up here. I don't think I should be able to get any research from that. Nope, it doesn't look like it. Nothing can be learned from that. Where are we as far as the nether is concerned, or the nether fortress is concerned? Let's hit J. It looks like it is... I can zoom in here. Where is it? I could have sworn it was like right here in the northwest area. But, maybe I'll mark it next time. That's one of the beehives. I've already come from there. There's a blaze. It might well be in that area there. So, northeast? That looks like, what is this? Ah, somebody's got a nether quarry working in here. And it looks as though there is the nether brick fortress. Very, very cool. Okay, the best way I can get down there, unless this is a chunk border deal. You know what? I'm thinking it might be. Let me try to reset my client right quick. I was right. It was a chunk error. So I should be right in line with what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see here. If I go a little bit further in, there's the nether fortress. I should be able to retrieve. I should at least be able to find some bad guys. Maybe get some wither skulls. I really, really want to check this cloud out though. Let's see. I need to mine a little bit of this stuff in order to be able to do that. Alright, a little bit of netherrack. And let's just pillar out from here. Ooh, almost fell there. It wouldn't have been detrimental or anything. Can I scan this cloud? No, you need to understand. To understand this, you need to fully understand things that move. Alright. Okay, let's just go down, shall we? Oh, I tried to activate my glider and it didn't really activate. Okay, let's look around for bad guys here. Hopefully we find the right kind. It looks like there's doggies. I think that's something that we can handle if we had to. Where are the wither skeletons is what we're looking for. Alright guys, it looks like I found the couple. Now I gotta be very, very careful with these guys. There's also some blazes around here. I have to take every precaution to make sure that I don't get ambushed here. And I think I should be fine as long as I grab a little bit of stuff to protect myself, you know? So let's see. I think if I do this number here, I'll be safe because these guys can only attack you. Come here. I don't want you to fall off, man. Come on. It looks like he's getting caught on that cloud, maybe? What a dummy. Oh no. Yeah, right here, baby. Right here. You got me a skull? No. It looks like I'm gonna have to mess around with these guys until I kill a few of them, hopefully, and get a couple of skulls. Looks like I got a necrotic bone and a piece of coal. That's not bad. Maybe it would have been a better idea to come out here with a looting sword. I forgot how rare these guys spawn. Alright guys, I've been searching this darn thing high and low. I went back for a looting sword and also some safari balls or some safari nets because these things are so hard to get to spawn. When you finally get one to spawn, I think the best bet would be to capture him, and it looks like there's one around here somewhere according to my map. Looks like he'll be straight ahead and possibly up top. So let's see here. I'm just gonna pop up here and see where this guy's at. It looks as though he should be dead ahead of me. There he is. Okay, so we're gonna pop down there and grab him with this safari net. Because even with a looting sword, I really, really, really don't want to... Got him. I really, really, really don't want to find another one. And that's only one skull. Even if we would have got a skull from that guy, that would have only been one. So I did make a book back and forth here, so it's a little bit easier for me to traverse. I'll show you. Yeah, I figured that since I was gonna go all the way, I might as well. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm sorry if that was kind of confusing. I figured if I was gonna go all the way back, I might as well make it to where I can get back and forth easily. So what I did is I made like this little makeshift maze away so I don't get fireballed too easy. And I have a book that goes straight back to my place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head home and we're gonna look into making this safari net a thing. It actually has to be a reusable safari net that I make a that I start a spawner with, so to speak. But what I'm looking for is from Mine Factory Reloaded, and it's called an auto spawner. So here's the recipe. Let's see. This is auto enchanter, auto jukebox, auto spawner. That's it. So quite a few different things we have to get into for these. It looks as though I can make a machine frame, a couple magma creams, some emeralds, a redstone reception coil, and plastic, along with a nether wart. Or I can use this Z Logic controller. Oh man, which is made with a spice and slice. It might just be easier to go the other route. Let's see, the auto spawner. Yeah, it might be easier to go with magma cream and stuff like that. Let's see, magma cream can be made from slime and blaze powder, so yeah, that's much easier to do that. I'm gonna gather up some of these materials to put this together, you guys, and then we'll see what we have to do next. Alright guys, we've been hard at work getting some stuff together. Well, hello there, Hypnotize just joined. So, I wanted to put together a mob spawner, but then I forgot about the mandatory requirement called mob essence. So, if you put together one of those auto spawners, which I already did, I put together an auto spawner, it's right here. Auto spawners need to be fed this stuff called mob essence. Now, I've got some mob essence right here, and it's coming from this grinder. So a grinder is from the same mod, it's from Mine Factory Reloaded, and basically what happens is if you give it power, it can kill monsters, produce mob essence, and take their items all in one blow. So I went down and I used something called a diamond dolly. Now the diamond dolly is pretty easy to make. If you make a regular dolly, which I could show you. If you make a regular dolly, and that's with some iron and some planks, and you add 3 diamonds to it, you can pick up spawners and move them around. So that's basically what I did. I put them in this little chamber right here, and I added some light that I wired with wireless redstone, which is essentially just a signal, a transmitter and a receiver, and I hooked it up underneath the spawning cage to this light to stop spawning from inside. Also, I'm using this dark glass stuff, which that recipe is pretty cool too. It uses these blackout curtains and thickened glass, which are just some wool and some sandy glass, I believe, which is a combination of glass and sand smelted up. So anyway, I've got this little cage set up, and this is a cool block that I found too. This is called water stone, and it's from Chisel, and I've selected it because I thought it looked really, really cool for a spawner. Just some stone in a water bucket makes some, and I've put together some of that. So it's not flawless, like there are an occasional spawn outside of this little cage and stuff, but what it's meant to do is basically when I turn this light off, there we go, it spawns the spiders. Now, the grinder, as you can see, it's operating right now. When it has place to send items, it'll send it through these conduits and throw them in this chest. Okay, so any items that spawn in there, it'll send it and throw it into these chests. Any fluid that it takes in, which is the mob essence, goes into this drum, and power that's needed to power this whole thing is coming from a furnace generator, which is wired up by these things called conduit. Now the conduit are from Ender.io, and they're really, really nifty. I actually had to go to Corralis's place and put some together because he has the alloy smelter, but all in all, it's a really, really cool setup, and I kind of got this design from Direwolf. I recently saw a video from him and I liked his little setup, so I decided to use it, and it works pretty well. You have to light it up really, really good around, but other than that, it looks pretty cool, and it's better than a big 9x9, you know what I mean? Anyway, and or using multiple mob grinders. Anyway, what this is going to allow us to do is take this mob essence and power this auto spawner. Now, for the auto spawner setup, we're going to need something similar. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming and build like a parallel cage somewhere up here to where I can actually spawn the wither skeletons in. But that is going to have to wait till next episode. We're kind of running out of time here, and I'd like to show you guys this setup and kind of get your take on it. Maybe if you guys have a solution to the occasional outside spawns, y'all can let me know, or how I can make this more efficient. The reason that I chose spiders is not really any rhyme or reason to it. It's just because I knew where one of those were, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna probably get some skeletons involved in there for the bone meal. As far as blazes, I really don't need it. DMAC has a blaze spawner already, and it works well for getting blaze rods when I need them. So I think this little spider spawner will do for now, and it'll definitely give us enough mob essence to produce what we really want, which is the wither skeletons. But that's gonna be about it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Next time we come back, we'll do some more stuff with spawning mechanics, and maybe even revisit that little tree farm over there. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.